Hello, welcome to the brand new episode of Metal4Life. Yeah, we've been gone for a while. It's been maybe, a year? I'm thinking.
Too long.
So I'm here today with Hutch from Cory. It's a great new band out of Coco, basically, I guess. He's coming down to talk about some cool shit tonight. I think one of the subjects we're going to hit up is, because we're all in bands here, we're going to talk about members wearing their own band shirts on stage. Some people are for, some are against. We're going to discuss that. We've got some news in the metal realm coming up, and we are also going to talk about some other shit like having to keep some groove in your music. Here we go. We're going to get into this episode now.
First subject, bands wearing their own shirts on stage.
I don't know, to me it feels like it's a two-edged sword push. you know, it all depends on what, I don't want to, for me, it's like if you say the wrong thing, you could lose some fan base in your band. If you say you know what I mean? To me, it's like a two-edged.
That's true.
See, me personally, I'm all for it. Why not? I mean, especially if you're trying to promote some new merch.
You're wearing your own merch right now.
In fact, yes I am. And I'm not ashamed. Yes, I will wear my band gear on stage every time I play. That's just my personal preference. If I see other bands doing it, I think it's kind of cool. They're promoting themselves and getting their merch seen. You know, if someone sees a cool shirt someone's wearing, say, hey, where the fuck can I get that? Right over there at the merch table, or buy it online, one or the other. I think it's kind of a cool way to promote, and I think more bands should do it, personally. Why not?
Yeah, I agree. I've generally worn my band's own shirts almost everywhere I go. Mostly because I've usually been the one that designed it, so it's kind of like showing off my own fucking artwork.
Mostly
like,
probably because it's the only one that's not clean that you like to wear.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because, like, you're expressing who you are, so why wouldn't you want to put it out there? But on the flip side of the coin, some people could be thinking, "Oh, that's kind of trendy and hipster. You're wearing your own stuff." But like I would do it. When we get our stuff.
I can see where how some people might think it's a little arrogant or egotistical, but
yeah.
I don't think that at all. I mean,
kind of like Jason Newsted. It's how he put it. Like, to him, he's wearing the greatest band on the earth fucking merchandise because that's the band he's in and he's most proud of.
It's like a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want people to see your tattoo because you're proud of what it looks like. So same with your band,
Yeah, I'd have to agree. So it may seem tacky to some people, but from my perspective in a band, like, I'm totally for wearing your own merch. Or if you're like in our case, like, I've been trying to get people to model in our t-shirts so we can have something, and nobody wants to fucking wear them. So we'll just wear them. We'll be the models. Today I'm modeling for the band Noxious Prophet from Brevard County. Their t-shirts. And Mop today is modeling the Intermedia logo t-shirt.
get yours online today.
When are you guys coming out with some t-shirts? You got a logo now.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is upload it.
Yeah, he's supposed to be getting the hard copy of it today or whatever, I guess. If everything goes good, we do the show, maybe they'll be out then. Maybe I'll get, 50 shirts made up for just then.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Will we be alive in, 5 more months?
Right. There's always that.
Yeah.
By the time we get to the, he may be mentioning, if you're in Brevard County, we have a show coming up. It is the debut of Intermedia and Cory, two Brevard County badass bands, real heavy metal, some shit that's really going to wake this county up.
Finally.
January 15th, right here in Brevard County at the Rubik's. It's a great new venue with lots of cool arcade shit to play, and it's all ages, so you can bring the little brats, so there's no excuse you're not at the goddamn show. So come on out and enjoy the metal. I've got a shitload of shows booked myself under our Heavy Metal Networks and the Brevard County Metal Scene Facebook page. You can find all the events. Got lots of great shows, bands coming to town, including the 500 block on Halloween, which is very Halloween themed. They wear masks, they got a fucking huge stage show, and they're really fucking heavy. They're gonna blow you away. You better come out for that. You can come and hang out with me and Mop, and I'm sure Mike will be down there at the show as well, and you can come and chat with us down there live. We're also going to have Florida Metal Radio down there. They're going to be doing a live cast, I believe, if I can get Brad out of his house. Putting me on the spot right here now, Brad, so you better get out of the house. And yeah, lots of good shows down here. So I'm going to keep bringing that to you, and Corium will be debuting, and we will have them on our Extreme Music Scene series, I am sure. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Corium and where you guys are from, and give our audience some details of where to find your music.
Right now, most of the guys are from this area, and I'm originally from out of Orlando. And where you can hear our music right now, we just got like live streams of us practicing that at my house. It's a little studio and whatnot.
And you can find those on your Facebook page.
Yeah,
under Corium Band.
FloridaBand.com or whatever he's got as a hashtag.
I'll make sure we link it down below in this video here so that you can find all their shit, and make sure you go check them out and give them some support, because it's some pretty badass shit. Guarantee you're gonna enjoy it. Alright, so on to some celebrity deaths. It's been quite a brutal fucking year. Just starting out since 2021 kicked off, I mean, we've lost more than I can count on my hands, like all kinds of legends. Mop, why don't you take us away on some of this?
Oh man, well, first and foremost, as I'm sure most of the metal community has heard of the passing of Joey Jordison. He was 46. Obviously, he was one of the founding members of Slipknot, and moved on to bands like Scar the Martyr and Vimic. Passed away in July. Apparently, he passed away in his sleep. From all accounts, it was from a disease called transverse myelitis, which basically is an inflammation of the spinal cord. It constricts your movement. So, I mean, all your joints, I guess, just get locked up so you can't even move. Which, for Joey, that must have been pure hell, being one of the most influential drummers that's ever come out of the metal scene. I know he was very influential in my life and what how I play and how I try to write. It was a huge shock, man. I was not expecting that, as I'm sure most everybody else wasn't as well. So rest in peace, my brother, and who knows, maybe I'll see you soon. And then again, maybe not, who knows. Obviously, heard of the Rolling Stones drummer died. Obviously, he was older than dirt. But yet, Keith Richards is still alive, so go figure that out.
Yeah, until he dies, the world isn't going to end. That's what I hear.
So, there's been a lot of sad news lately in the metal world, and what I like to say is try to move on and get over it, and hopefully, we don't lose too many more this year.
Even locally, we've lost a few guys this year. Musicians in the scene. Just today, while we're filming this right now, they're doing a memorial show for Cory Monopoly, who was in one of the early local bands around here, CBS, which stood for Cory's Ball Sweat, go figure. They were a local punk band, one of the first bands I seen moving here. Happened to see them in a living room, because back in the early or mid 90s, like, shows happened in houses. We didn't have venues for punk and metal, so you set up in some guy's living room and you had a fucking good time. That's how it happened. And we lost another guy, Dominic, who was in the band Earn. I think he's been on the show a couple times. In some previous vlogs, possibly. I think Dominic showed his face. He's a long-time musician that's been here. He also passed, so it's been a pretty crazy year, not just in all the major celebrities, but people right around us.
A little bit closer to home.
Yeah, just dropping like flies everywhere, man. The fucking herd is getting thinned. Dave will be right back after these stupid ass fucking commercials.
Fuck lockdown, let's party instead. What's going on in my head? Wasting my lifeline in bed, starting to shine. What's dead? Fuck lockdown, let's party instead.
What?
You didn't write anything down?
Oh, I wrote it down.
Where is it?
It's in my bag in my car. I got it all right here.
That's what I said. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Well, we got the groove versus tech,
There you go.
you know, and how you need groove in order to be successful today. And that's basically the roundabout. And then we've got like an album recommendation from each of us. And that'll pretty much make a show with all the other bullshit I add in there. Like commercials. Welcome back. So now we're going to talk about groove versus tech. As I mentioned, us guys here, we're musicians, and we kind of really want to play technical shit because we want to challenge ourselves as musicians. But unfortunately, the market prefers to be able to groove. So if you can't find that fine balance, like, you end up with no variety whatsoever because most people get lost. I guess is the right word. As soon as it starts to get it where you gotta analyze what's going on, they lose interest, which I can understand. Most people just wanna hear some good music and bob their head. So, do you find it more difficult to write something groovy when what you really want to do is just fucking play some technical, badass, brutal shit?
Me personally, I'm all for the tech stuff. It shows a little flair, I guess you could say, and a little style. Shows a little bit of mastery of your instrument when you can, write some of that odd time, that real hard to catch tech stuff that, can train wreck at any time if one person slips. I'm all for that, but me personally, I grew up not just listening, but also writing, and I gotta have that groove, man. I gotta have that, that head banging, neck breaking, slamming shit. And I think a lot of people, like Ant said, that they start hearing that, feeling that groove, and they start moving, and all of a sudden the band goes off into left field, and they're like lost and not have any idea where the song is going because they can't understand what the fuck is going on. I think there's a very fine line between doing it right and completely fucking it up. And a lot of bands that I've seen kind of fuck it up sometimes. They just go off on a tangent and then never get back to that groove. So you gotta be careful. I mean, like I said, a lot of times bands are just writing and playing what they feel, and a lot of times they kind of step back from that, and it seems like it's forced almost. You know what I mean? And you can tell, at least I can tell when bands are doing that kind of shit. And it's like, take a minute, think about what you're doing.
There's not a lot of bands that can find real good groove, I've noticed. Like, a lot of them are trying to force it in there, but yet they're not really locking into that groove. There's certain bands that can do it pretty well, like Lamb of God seems to be able to find that nice groove all the time, but still keep it pretty metal. Gojira's pretty good at it, and still they can inject a little bit of like technical shit in there, but yet keep it trendy enough where they're selling out arenas, you know. So I guess that's the goal, to sell out arenas, right? right, so we're going to give you guys a recommendation each here of either something old or something new, but specifically an album that we feel is just top notch, and we urge you guys to check it out. We'll include some links down below to the YouTube streams of the particular albums maybe that we are suggesting, so you can check them out. Alright, Mom,
Yes,
do you have an album suggestion for the great people
I
of
do,
YouTube?
and I've been locked on this album for quite a while now. It's been out for a minute, and I think these guys are probably the premier metal band out there right now, and that's To Prevail. I've checked out a lot of their videos, a lot of their live stuff, and these guys are just badass at what they're doing right now. The whole band is just sick. The singer's doing shit with his vocals that I've never heard a singer do before, and there's
Yeah, that guy's pretty well known for his vocal abilities.
This guy's a badass, man. There's
Most of you YouTubers here probably follow Alex Terrible, I'm sure.
It's terrible.
He is always doing YouTube videos, and he's quite popular, that's for sure.
These guys are, I think they're probably going to be one of the biggest metal bands out within, I mean, they're already on their way. So if you haven't checked these guys out, definitely check out To Prevail. A couple songs that come to mind is the new one's Demolisher. They got one out called Baba Yaga,
That's pretty good.
and that's
I like
that's
that track.
badass.
Matter of fact, it's on the Heavy Metal Network's playlist on Spotify. If you guys want to hear most of this music that we were suggesting, we do have a playlist over there, and you can help us out with some streams, and it's got probably about 6 days worth of suggested metal for you guys, so go over and check it out over there at Spotify.
So that's definitely my pick, is To Prevail.
Me right now, like I was telling y'all earlier, man, I'm really on the abnormality. However you say it, abnormality. And I've been listening to it for a couple years now. And I just recently found out that it was a female frontman. And that makes it all more appealing, because if you guys haven't heard the band yet, check them out. They're
Definitely going to check them out.
They are straight brutal.
We'll make sure we link that down below so you can check it out. We will include links for everybody's suggestions here. We're definitely going to look into that. Do you know where they're from?
No, honestly, I don't.
It's always interesting to find out where a band's from. Sometimes I try to take a guess based on their overall sound. You can almost place where a band comes from, and sometimes I love to get challenged and fooled when they're coming from a place I would never expect.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's like these weird little countries that I've never freaking heard of, and I'm just like, oh wow,
These guys
they've
are
got
from
metal.
where?
Just like the band he was just talking about.
Yeah.
They're from Russia, right?
Yeah, they're Russian. In fact, I think the name of the band before To Prevail was the Russian Hate Project.
Didn't he? Is Alex Terrible still in that band?
It's Alex Terrible.
Because I want to say, and I don't know if this is appropriate, but I want to say I thought he's not in the band anymore. I thought they got rid of him.
Maybe I did hear some kind of
something
rumor.
about they saw on his background in his prior life or whatever.
There may be something. Maybe you YouTubers out there know. You can leave it in the comments. My album I would like to recommend to you is the band Relapse, not the label, the band. They are fairly new. I think maybe they've got a demo and an EP out. I will definitely include links down below. It's a very unique. I'm not really sure if they down tune or if, I'm pretty sure that they have 8s though. I watched the video and I'm pretty sure they got 8s. Not sure what tuning they're in, but it's wicked fucking deep, and you know how we like it deep around here. So, alright, we're signing out. Thank you for checking out this brand new episode. If you like this shit, why don't you leave us some comments down below. What do you think about the whole wearing your band t-shirts during concerts? You guys got an opinion? Why don't you let us know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and like this channel and share it to all your metal friends, because this is where we bring you some heavy metal entertainment and live shows and vlogs and fucking music videos and anything metal related that we can find in our beautiful county of Brevard, where they shoot the fucking rockets up into space. We're gonna bring it to you here. So thank you for signing in, and we're signing out.
See you next time.